My favourite motorsport memory from riding at the Adrian Flux Arena is last year, 2019 season against Bellevue at home. I got another, I think it was a full 12-point max. And I was at number 6, but I think the riders that I'd beat that day, it's one of the meetings I just felt so fast. If I got in front, I didn't think I was going to get past. I beat Kenneth Bier, a few boys, and I've had maxes at Kings Lynn, but it's when when the draft was around, so it was a bit easier. But last year I was at number 6, so I didn't have a reserve in every ride, and I think I was captain that night as well. So I think it just inspired me and the other boys. I saw it come up on my Facebook memories not so long ago about when I was riding for the Young Stars, and the caption was that I'd like to ride for the Stars one day, and then that went from that to riding for the Stars, and then I was captain in the Stars, and I think I've had some incredible meetings around Kings Lynn, and like I said, in front of my family. I have a lot of family come every week, and a lot of fans that support me as well. So it's a great feeling. Yeah, it's been a massive miss, Speedway, this season. It's just feels like something in my life is missing, obviously, which it is. But I've managed to just get in whatever meetings are going. I've managed to get in. It's been a real tough season. I've managed to have plenty of work with one of my sponsors, Norfolk Cabins. So I'm very thankful for them. But I'm looking forward to hopefully things pick up and we get going next season. My third favourite motorsport memory is British Superbikes 97-98. Cadwell Park, that's the memory I have. I used to go to Cadwell Park sort of every year. So I would have been 7 or 8 years old, and we used to camp in the tents, and I just, it was I was obsessed by superbikes at that age, and I'd be camping over, and you'd see sort of the riders at night time going around on their scooters, and the biggest thing I remember is the 2 Cadbury Boost Yamaha riders, Jamie Whittam and Neil McKenzie. They were sort of my 2 favourites growing up. I just remember their bikes like it was yesterday, really. I think it was the noise and just the speed of it, really. I think that's what I love the most. I love going to Cadwell more than anything because you are a lot closer to the track than other tracks, and it's such a sort of a beautiful track as well. From then onwards, I've never wanted to do anything else other than ride a bike, and fortunate enough to do it as a job. So, but it definitely inspired me. I didn't know what type of bike. I mean, at the time, I obviously wanted to do superbikes, and then went into motocross and then Speedway. So it definitely inspired me. My second favourite motorsport memory is riding with James Bubba Stewart. I was lucky enough to go and live in America for a year, 2008, 2009. In our back garden we had an outdoor track, and one day James Stewart was doing some testing, and he asked if he could come down to our track. So and at the time James Stewart was he's a legend of the sport anyway, and he was on fire then, and but it was quite funny, really. I have a tattoo on my back of James Stewart, but I was that nervous that I didn't even say a word to him because I was just, I was so sort of star-stricken, I suppose, and so I never got the chance to actually show him my tattoo, but it was a great day with him. Through my whole motocross career, I always wanted to go to America, and so when the opportunity came around, I went to America for a year. I had to go to college for twice a week over there for my visa, and but other than college twice a week, I was riding 4 or 5 times a week, and I learned a lot, about bikes, and my riding came on no end. One of a lifetime experience, really, and very fortunate, and the people I met and things I learned, incredible. See, that's one of the biggest regrets I've ever had, just not going over to him and and just saying hello, really. I mean, I don't think any of the boys did. The guy who ran our programme knew him quite well, but it is a big regret of mine. but to see him up close doing what he does on a bike is just incredible. My favourite motorsport memory is my third home match for Newcastle in 2013. The year previous to this, I think I was only just National League, and I think I had like one championship meeting, and then I had a good Somerset sort of challenge match, and Newcastle saw that and picked me up for the season ahead, and I wasn't expected to do anything like ones and twos, probably just get my average for the year, and I'd have been happy. And so the first two matches I'd pretty much done that, and then literally the third match in, I made a few changes which I'd learned from the other teammates, and I scored a 12-point max, but it was going from just trying to get my average to going unbeaten, and then from then onwards, that season I managed to stay at reserve all year, and most meetings I hit double figures, so it was just sort of that season I think was I'll do well to top that. It was against Scunthorpe, and I think I can just try to remember most of the riders they had. David Howe, Ash Burks, Michael Palmtoft was there, Josh Orty. I think that's about all I can remember. I mean, we did have a really good side that year, but it was just one of them meetings. I think I was so new to professional speedway, but it just all clicked, and that feeling, it was unbelievable. I won the reserve race, and I remember being ecstatic about that. I got my average. Like I said, made another gate, and the trouble is, I then started putting pressure on myself to keep doing that, to keep winning every race. I wasn't satisfied, but managed to get. It was 11+1, so I remember it like it was yesterday.